Hi! Welcome to Daniel Fraser's Kitchen. I'm cooking dinner. Do you cook dinner? How often do you cook your own dinner? Do you make dinner every night? Do you ever go out? How often do you go out? Things we do often are called routines. Can you think of some other routines that you do often? Sure you can. Shopping is one. Taking a bath, getting dressed, going to work or school are some others. These are all examples of routines. Now, let's not forget one of my favorite routines, eating. Can you please excuse me for a few moments? Thank you.
Oh, hi, Bob.
What are you doing, Helen?
I'm sweeping the floors and cleaning the house.
Do you clean the house often?
About once a week. My husband helps me.
I'm lucky. My roommate cleans the house, but I have to take care of the garden.
How? What do you do in the garden?
I mostly cut the grass and water the plants. I do it about 3 times a week. I really like it.
Oh. What do you usually have for dinner?
I like cooking. I never go out.
Why?
It never tastes as good as making it yourself.
What do you make?
I sometimes make spaghetti. I often make a vegetable dish or a salad.
Don't you ever go out for special occasions like your birthday?
No, I always cook at home. How do you pay your bills?
I almost always pay by cash.
Why?
It's more convenient.
Do you buy anything with checks?
I hardly ever use checks. Many places don't normally accept them.
Do you use a credit card?
I rarely use credit cards. I only use them to buy expensive things. I don't usually do that.
What's your favorite restaurant?
I love Luigi's Italian restaurant.
Really?
Yeah.
I never go there. I don't usually go to Italian restaurants.
You don't like Italian food, right?
No, I love it. But my wife makes great Italian food. I do have Japanese food when I eat out.
Do you have it often?
No, I don't have it very often.
Why?
My wife hates it. So I don't eat at Japanese restaurants very often.
What do you usually order?
Usually I get sushi.
When was the last time you just stayed home?
Oh, last week or so.
How often do you relax at home?
I usually do it about 4 or 5 nights a month.
Do you normally watch TV or listen to the radio?
I usually rent a video or hang out.
Do you ever surf the internet?
Most of the time I do that at work.
My sister hates doing chores at home, so she has a maid.
Does her maid go to her house regularly?
The maid goes over on Mondays and Thursdays.
Does she often wash her own clothes, or does the maid do it?
I'm not sure.
Does the maid often cook for her too?
No, my sister loves to cook. She always does all of her own cooking. Do you go shopping at the mall a couple of times a month?
No, not really. I go about once a month, actually.
Oh, I go much more often than that.
Well, how often do you go?
I go a couple of times a week.
What store do you go to mostly?
I go to Robinson's most often.
Do you go exercise weekly?
I exercise now and then, but not that often.
Stories in just a moment.
Hey, let's go out tonight. We never go out.
You're right. We always eat at home.
Where shall we go?
Whenever we go out, we always go to an Italian restaurant. Let's go to a Chinese restaurant tonight.
Sounds good.
How often do you go to see a movie?
Not very often, but my brother always goes.
How often does he go?
He goes about once a week.
Wow, that's a lot.
Do you go often?
I go about once a month.
That's not bad.
Who does the housework at your home?
My wife and I split it. We do it every Sunday.
You are lucky. My roommate is lazy. He never does it.
Do you always do all of it?
Yeah. I wash the floor and windows every Saturday.
What else do you do?
Well, I vacuum and clean the bathroom every 2 weeks.
Maybe you should have a talk with your roommate.